Today I want to show you how you can interact with smart contract functions using Python. So firstly, you need to install the Python on your machine. I already have it. Then we're going to use the Web3 library to interact with the Ethereum network. So you can install it using pip3 install Web3. So then you need to define the node URL. In this example, I'm using the Optimism RPC, which you can get from here. You can search any network you'd like. In this example, I'm using the Optimism. I got this RPC here. You can choose any. Then I'm defining the Web3 client using the RPC later. So basically, this Web3 account will be connected to this node on Optimism, allowing me to send transactions to Optimism. Then I'm getting my private key, which I have here. So I'm opening the file, getting the key. Then using this key, I'm creating an account. You can, for simplicity, you can treat it as MetaMask account. It's used for signing transactions and sending out transactions. Then I'm getting the published address from this account. Then we would need to define the contract that we want to interact with. So here, setting the ABI, which I have here in this file. I'm gonna show you where I got it. In this example, I'm using the Merkle bridge for Hyperlay. So for contract address, I'm using this Optimism address, and the JSON ABI is here. You just copy it and paste it in this file and loading as this using json.load and defining the contract. It's important to use the checksum on any address you interact with. This makes sure that the address is defined correctly using the correct encryption algorithm. Otherwise, you'll get an error. Then what we're doing here is defining a new chain. This chain will be used later to bridge the funds from Optimism to Base in this example. I'll show you. So you search here for Base. This is the chain ID. And now I'm defining the amount that I want to send from Optimism to Base. This is a small amount of ETH. And because this function, quote bridge, this is the function from the Merkle contract, accepting the value in Wei, we need to translate it from Ethereum to Wei and make sure to pass the Ethereum parameter. So we call in this function. This function doesn't cost any money because it's just a view function. Basically, you just get a value from the blockchain. It doesn't write anything. And if you don't write anything, you don't need to pay for the transaction. And here I'm just printing the quote that the bridge provides me. Then I'm defining the total amount. So the total amount is the sum of the amount you want to transfer plus the quote from the bridge that you're going to pay to Merkle. Then I'm defining the function call. This is the function bridge Ethereum that we're going to use to bridge funds using the chain ID, which is Base, and the amount that we want to transfer. Now I'm getting the gas using the function call. So this function call defines this function, and using it I can estimate the gas that it would cost. So I'm getting the public address, which is my address of my account that I'm going to use to send money, and then the value, amount plus quote. Then I'm generating the nonce. Nonce is the number of transactions for the account in the current network. It is used to make sure that the transaction proposals are unique. And if you send the transaction twice, the nonce will be the same and one of the transactions will be rejected. So we have here public address, value, gas price, which I'm getting from the Web3 library, and the nonce, which is number of transactions. Now we can build the transaction, function call .bridge transaction. Once it's built, we can sign it using the private key and then we are sending the transaction. Let's try it out. The code has finished. Let's check it on the Explorer. We should get, yep, a new transaction here. Yep, 11 seconds ago. It is pending. Yeah, so this transaction got sent. You can use this simple guide to automate any actually tasks, swaps, mints, bridges, any interactions with the contract. Just need to remember that there are basically two types of functions that you can call. It's the view function that doesn't cost any money. You just simply call it as this. And the other one that costs money, that you need to get the gas and pay the gas, define the transaction, build it, sign it, and then send it. That's it, guys. Please let me know what you think, and if you have any comments, feel free to ask. I will answer all the questions. Thank you, guys.